This box is full of sewing materials that were selected by my guest judge, but I have no idea what's inside. Once I open the mystery box, I have just 6 hours to design, draft, and sew a finished garment. I must use every supply in the box, but I can also supplement with materials from my own fabric stash. When the time is up, I have to model the new clothes for the judge, whether it's finished or not. Will it be wearable, or will it be terrible? Today's guest judge is Plain Old Jim, a tech YouTuber who specializes in cars. He doesn't know anything about fabric or fashion, but he's picked out today's pile of supplies.
I wanted to see the creativity come out of basic colors. So like the remnants were stuff that felt like tarp, things that had like little designs all over it. I wasn't really feeling that. I kind of wanted to be basic colors. I picked up two of the smaller color things and I was like, okay, I need a third color that matches that. I looked around and I was like, yeah, brown goes with that. As she unfolded it, there was like a 4-inch piece that like just fell out. So I guess they cut it and put it back with the rest of it. And she just kind of like threw that out and unrolled the rest of it. And she was like, this is not 2. I'm like, oh, whatever. And then you told me that the limit was $50 and I'm like holding these things and on it, it says like such and such yard at $9.99, and I'm looking at it going, so is this remnant $9.99, or is it because it's like over a yard of a remnant, does that mean it's $9.99 plus the whatever the like, I don't know the math, I don't know what's happening. And then I went to the checkout counter and it was like $15 and I went, okay.
Everything that Jim picked out for me is in this Pusheen box. Once I open it and see what's inside, I'm gonna have exactly 6 hours to design and make something using everything that's in Pusheen. I'm so excited. Okay, it's wrapped, and I'm sure this came from a car part, knowing Jim. A receipt, very plain brown, kind of like a suiting fabric. It's got a twill weave, 2 yards of it, about 50 inches wide, a remnant, a gray suiting fabric, and a remnant of blue cotton. That's what I've got. Definitely brown's not a color I would have picked for myself. And brown and gray and blue are definitely like an interesting combination. So let's see what I can do with this. Time to start sketching. He told me he was gonna pick out pretty fabrics. He's like, I want you to make something pretty. This does not make me think pretty. If I did some kind of jacket, this would make a nice lining. I mean, it's definitely polyester. It's smooth and silky, which is good for a lining, for like a jacket or a skirt. I'm gonna hate myself. I'm just making a jacket in 6 hours with a lining. I bet you at hour 3, I'm going to be crying. So I like 3/4 sleeves, especially because this is a lot of round. Then it would button here. I gotta figure out where this guy's coming into play. I might need to rethink what kind of collar I'm doing. So what if instead of making something sophisticated, like that you would wear to an office, what if I make something like steampunk or fantasy? I feel like maybe I'm going the wrong way with this. Oh, I like this so much better than what I was doing before. Okay. This is my plan. Not this one. This was like my, I'm gonna make a professional work environment jacket, but then I was like, no, this is not gonna work with these materials. This is my steampunk jacket. See a lot of seams, a lot of details, some ruffle around the sleeves. It's gonna be short on top, come down around the sides, come out to some cool coattails on the back. This is the back view. It's messy, I know. I've got 6 hours to sew this. So that's my ugly drawing. It's time to actually get started on some pattern making. There is a correct way to draft a pattern. I am not doing it. I probably should though. God damn it. Ugh, don't want to do this. Please tell me I have this over. Why did I decide to make a jacket? Do I hate myself? actual start. Yay! Progress. Jackets need bigger armholes to account for the clothing that you're wearing. Also, I need to account for my really thin arm. So I finally finished drafting my pattern. I think it took me like 2 hours. I think I've been doing this for 2 hours, which is way longer than I wanted to spend on the pattern, so now I'm getting kind of stressed out. But that's like 5 pieces for the front and the back with the yokes, and the princess seams and everything. So then I kind of rushed my way through the sleeve, and then I ultra rushed my way through the collar. However, stand collars are pretty easy to make. So hopefully I didn't fuck it up. The next step is cutting out everything. Hopefully I have enough fabric. If that was it, if I just had to cut it out of the brown and sew it, I'm confident that I could finish on time. But I want to add like the welting and the ruffles and stuff to make this really exciting and over the top. Here's hoping I make it. Otherwise I'm gonna have a really hideous half-finished jacket, and I really don't want my first project to be a train wreck like that. So we're gonna see how it goes. I got the green line right with my eyeballs. In fact, since I'm short on time, I probably shouldn't waste time measuring and just eyeball it, but unfortunately, I'm kind of a perfectionist, and that is going to be a recurring theme of me wasting time on shit I didn't need to do because I can't prioritize. I have a few marks, I don't remember which one's right. That one. Bam! What the heck? Alright. Well, my fat arms strike again. So I've cut my sleeve in half, and I'm going like that with it because the bottom is fine. I only need to make the top wider. So I'm leaving the elbow exactly how it is and just embiggening the top. But yeah, the armhole is going to be a different story because once I make the sleeve bigger, that means the place I'm setting it into also needs to be bigger. So yeah, it just keeps getting better and better. Okay. Hopefully that's big enough. If not, fuck it. That's just how I'm gonna. That's just how it's gonna fit. Okay, please tell me you're gonna fit over my arm. Please. Oh, good. It's still pretty freaking snug, but it'll go over my body. So even if it's tight, at least it will physically be on me. Okay, so that's cute sleeve flare. Here we go, one fucking sleeve. I've only got 3 hours left, and this is all I've got to show for myself, the halfway point. So, time to make another one! Oh my balls. Fuck. Okay. I ran out of thread halfway through that seam and I didn't notice. Not stitched together. I did about 5 inches before my bobbin ran out. This is a bobbin. Note how it's empty. This is starting to look like clothing now. One sleeve. Done, right? Done. We're done. We're done. This is fine. This is a whole outfit. Now I am putting the lining. What the fuck am I doing? I'm putting the lining into the collar. Okay, this side kind of worked. You see how this still looks like a continuous piece of glue. This side I had something folded or tucked that should not have been, and it's not a continuous piece. What did go wrong here? Oh, it doesn't look wrong. Okay. Okay, that's good. More time left than I thought. I think I will be able to finish this, provided nothing goes horribly wrong. This is the part where I cut to something going horribly wrong, right?
What is that thing called? Oh my god, it's like a little jacket.
It's a jacket.
Thing. I like it. How did you know that I liked jackets with coattails and frills on the arms at the exact same time? It's like you combined my two favorite things into a thing. I really like it. I like the blue lines on it. Because it's like I gave you a square piece of fabric and you turned it into a bunch of lines. And I don't know, my brain can't compute that. But then I like this too. I mean,
Yeah.
I think the colors work really good.
To be honest, when I opened the box and saw that it was only fabrics, no trim in these colors, I was like, fuck.
Gotcha.
Do you have, is this what you expected?
I don't know what I expected. Like I was expecting like here, but it's definitely like here right now. So it's
Okay.
I was thinking like shirt. And whenever you think multiple colors on a shirt, I always think it's printed like this.
Yeah.
So I was kind of expecting like a shirt with a stripe of blue in it and then a stripe of gray in it. It seems futuristic, but formal, but also old. Like, I don't know.
I think what you're thinking of is like high fashion, where like you wouldn't wear it every day, but you could see it like in a magazine.
Yeah. I mean, don't think anyone would wear it today, but it's like super futuristic. Like I think someone would wear it one day in the future, thinking 10 years ahead. Would I say that it's a success? I guess it depends what you define success as. A successful garment where you took 3 random flat pieces of color and turned them into a thing that has frills and bends and stitches and everything, then yeah, absolutely yeah. But it came out really good. Better than I could have anticipated in my head.
I feel like making a jacket was like super over ambitious with the limited amount of time that I had. So considering the circumstances that I only had so much time, I think like, yes, this turned out well for that. There's no finished seams inside. Everything's just like a raw edge. I would never want to show this off. Like if I wore this out somewhere, I'd be like, don't look too close. The quality is great for a costume piece. Like if I was gonna wear this to like a steampunk festival, it's not really a steampunk look. I'd have to dress it up correctly. And I didn't have a corset or bustle skirt or anything that would make it look steampunk for this shoot. I could totally see if you had, because it's so short, if you had like a corset and then a bustle skirt, I think you could totally dress it up, but I definitely don't think it's something that you could wear in like everyday life. I think if you went out in this, people would think you were absolutely insane. Even if I wore it to like a steampunk event, I don't think anyone would believe that I was dressed up for the event. They'd think I just had like really bad fashion taste. I made something that fit and I challenged myself. Like I suck at sleeves, I hate sleeves. And yeah, I managed to make sleeves. I managed to make a jacket with quite a few seams. Like that was definitely ambitious, and so I'm really glad that I succeeded in that regard, but I would not consider this like something I'm ever going to wear again. This is going to be buried in the back of my closet with all the other costumes that I've worn once, and that's the end of its lifespan. So successful, kind of, wearable, definitely not. If you have a better idea for how I could have used this brown twill with neon blue trim, and also gray, because why not? Let's throw some gray in there. Tell me what you think. Tell me what your better idea would have been. We'll see if we can come up with something that's way cooler than this. Do you see this as a real thing you could see somebody wearing?
Probably one day in like 50 years after we're split into districts.